Welcome back to another movie review. Today we got Spectre. Okay, so I do feel like when it comes to this film, it definitely takes some crazy shortcuts for really towards the end of the film. But Daniel Craig's, performance in this was, I think, one of his best besides No Time to Die. So the first two Daniel Craig James Bond films, the James Bond girls were, they actually had death into their motivation and death and, reasoning of why they're there. And, they do fall in love with Daniel Craig, of course, in a way. But, the third one is kind of playful, but it's not really there. But, with Madeline, she doesn't just serve as a Bond girl, but she's more than that. She's James Bond in a woman version of James Bond, if you will. No, I don't want to say that. It's more of like a, finally him finding his partner, someone that matches to his personality and also grounds him as a human being, and also kind of speaks to some of his vulnerability that I talked about in the first with Casino Royale. But this film is in a way of a big payoff, or kind of coming together for the, because they've been setting this up from the first to second one. They kind of take a step back from the third one, but they do tie into Skyfall as well. The organization that James Bond is hunting down, and they do have a conclusion to that, and it just feels like something you would see in the Fast and Furious. Not to say the story and the plot and the characters and the acting is like in Fast and Furious, but how it kind of ends and how it plays out, it does feel like a Fast and Furious, ending to it, especially like Furious 7. And I noticed with all the Daniel Craig James Bond films, it seems like every time towards the end in the final fight or battle, it's always something like is being demolished from a building. Like, think about the first one was in Italy, and that building was crashing down. The second one was at the hotel in the middle of the desert that was burning down. The third one was his own home being burnt down. The fourth one was literally the agent embassy was being destroyed. The fifth and final one, the whole island gets blown up to bits. But I'm not to spoil anything. But seriously, I give this film a solid. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Actually, no, I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and follow for more.